Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing something. I move this light a little bit so it doesn't get on the glass here. GW-5000, not the 5000U, the first one, the 5000. I did have the 5000U a long time ago. Well, not really a long time ago. Last year I did sell it, and then I bought this one, the old one. I just prefer the EL light. You know what I mean? Look at that. And I did install a gold color filter, and it also has an STN LCD. There's a video on that. There's no video on me installing the filter, the color filter, because I just did it. But if you have the proper tool, I've done it on other watches here on the channel. It's nothing, nothing crazy. If you have the proper tools, I'll leave you guys a link to deal with these screw bags. It's actually pretty simple. Just make sure, if never opened the watch, make sure you switch out the O-ring. Always very important to change out the O-ring. Remember, the O-ring is not there to last forever. I've also replaced the battery on this watch. Remember, that rechargeable battery is not there to last forever. So depending on the year your watch was made, you got to go by the batch code. There's also a code on the battery that lets you know how old the battery is. It's better to change it out before it starts leaking, because it could be working perfectly and then one day it'll start leaking. Now, it'll start giving you signs when you charge it. Hopefully you have one of these, because this is like the best way to charge your solar watches. And you could charge it full, and then within 2 or 3 days, without getting sunlight, the battery will start going down, like down to the low or medium. You could basically tell the battery is no good anymore. So on this watch, I've also replaced the buttons, turned them black. In a previous video, I also changed the glass, because when I got it, it had a damaged glass. I also installed today a screen protector, a 9H glass screen protector. As you can see, I want to make sure I protect that glass. If you don't know, even though this watch has the same module as a GW-5000, the glass is not the same and the diameter is not the same. This glass is exactly the same as a GW-B5600. So if you can't find a screen protector for a GW-5000, the GW-B5600, it's essentially the same thing. And I'll leave you guys a link for the bezel and the adapters and the strap. And of course, the GW-5000 did not come with a red bezel, but lo and behold, the beauty of the G-Shocks, being that the case are so similar, the GW-B5600 is actually the same size as a DW-5600. So this is actually from a DW-5600 from a few years ago. There's actually another version that comes with white letters, but I'll leave you guys a link down below. It is not a perfect fit, but as you can see here, you can't really tell. You see? The biggest difference is like underneath the button, where it's a little bit tight, but everything works perfect. Everything works perfect. So let me do the adapters here. I forgot to take out my my tool here. Here it is. And my goggles. You know, a lot of people make mistakes when they're working on their watches because they refuse to wear some type of, you know, magnifying glass. And just because you have 20/20 does not mean that you could work on a watch without any type of eye enhancement. Now I have some news for you. This adapter that I'm using here, it's actually, let me see if it hooked. Yeah, it hooked. It's actually for the GW-7900 and the GW-9400, and it's 24 millimeters. As you can see, it shifts out just a little bit here, but it still works. I'll leave you a link to the actual adapters that come for this watch, which is exactly the same as a DW5600. Those come in 22 and 20. If you have a 24 strap like I do here, I do recommend, if you don't have any, I do recommend you get them 22. Why? Because there is a lot more options when it comes to straps out there if you pick 22. 22 millimeters is actually a better choice. But this is one of the first ones that I bought at the beginning, and I bought it 24. And it's too late now, I can't return it. I had it for a little while on my Frogman. No, this is not, doesn't, oh well, I did have the strap on the Frogman, not the adapter. I want to make that clear. And these adapters come with the quick disconnect spring bars. And they come 24, 22, and 20, if I'm not mistaken. They're available in different colors. And yes, I know that the GW-5000 has a special bezel, which is softer than the regular squares. And because I'm talking, I did this backwards. The long strap goes at 6 o'clock. So I'm not recording this again, so hoop-de-hoop. A little blooper for you guys. Like I was saying, yes, the original bezel, it's nice and soft, and guess what? It's also very expensive. I mean, it won't break the bank, but it's also fun to use different colors. Now, in the previous video, when I did the black buttons, I also got black screws. Now, this is something you cannot interchange with any other G-Shock. You must get original GW-5000 screws because this is a metal case. So keep that in mind. And these black screws, I order them. They are for a black version of the GW-5000. I'll try to leave you guys the part number. I think it's the one that comes with a negative display. that has the black screws, and the one that has the black buttons, because that's another thing, they're specific to this model. The buttons from a regular GW-5000, GW-5600 will not fit this watch. There's an old version of this watch that actually came out about the same time as this, that has a negative display. That one came with black buttons. So there is a GWM-5610 that actually comes with a red bezel, but remember that watch has a different size, so that bezel is not going to fit this GW-5000. And I'll put a picture here so you can see it. And I'll also leave you guys a link so you can go see how much that thing is worth, because I think it was only sold in Japan. So here it is, very custom. I had this thing dressed in all metal, but I just smacked the camera. In a video that I did a long time ago, I installed this bezel on the DW-5000R. As you can see here, and it fits. You see the screws went in very nice. The only difference is, you know, the bottom of the buttons, but you can see it if I could press it there. It works. It's going to be a little tight because it's going to be a little tight around the hole here. I mean, you could try to enlarge the hole, but I don't really care. With this mod, you have a lot of options in colors if you want to mod your GW-5000, because you can use any DW-5600 bezel, as you can see here. So let me know if did you know that you could do this. Consider subscribing, because I see my analytics and I see that a lot of people that watch are not subscribed. It's free. If you like what you're seeing, you learn something, give me a like, share with your friends, and subscribe. That's going to be it. Short video today. Thank you for watching. Peace out.